Hello everyone, my name is Susan and I am from Information System Study Program. Today I would like to present the summaries of that I learning about data warehouse from session 9 to session 15. So let's start. In session 9, I learned about OLAP. What is OLAP? OLAP is online analytical processing. Online analytical processing is application analytical which provide capability resemble a spreadsheet for simple retrieval decision. OLAP provides a way to display multi-data dimensional, which there is data mart or data warehouse. Difference with spreadsheet is OLAP design specifically designed to handle large amount of data. And the ability of OLAP and OLAP involving grouping data. As example, of branch office can be grouped according to city or even province. And drill down is something from which is opposite from consolidation, which allow data which consists explain become data which more detail. And OLAP is slicing and dicing, also as known as profiling, described on the ability to see data from various viewpoints. And also I would like to present the characteristics of OLAP. OLAP use technique analyze data multidimensional, facilitating query with complex and provide process calculation and comparison data, and also user interface with easy understood, support architecture client server. Yes. And also OLAP, there is two types of OLAP, like multidimensional OLAP, MOLAP, and relational OLAP, ROLAP, and also where has combination between both of them, named hybrid OLAP, HOLAP, is that I learned about OLAP. And MOLAP is a type of OLAP that has its own storage, which contains its aggregation data, sum, count, minimum, maximum, and so on. In MOLAP, data is stored in the form of multidimensional database. Yes, and method work MOLAP in the wheel general shared into two stages. That is, stage data consideration and population, and stage query. And also ROLAP. ROLAP is a type of OLAP that depends on the database relational or RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, as a medium storage data which well processed. ROLAP is also another method used to perform partitioning using table, relational, and data warehouse. And HOLAP. HOLAP combines second technology, ROLAP and MOLAP. HOLAP use relational database to save detailed data and use multi-dimensional database to store aggregate HOLAP. HOLAP service can use MOLAP and ROLAP data simultaneously. HOLAP presents for overcome weakness from ROLAP and MOLAP weakness. That is, performance ROLAP not so good because aggregation always then reproduce a key already expires, and limitation storage from MOLAP if used for safe combination aggregation on all levels. So, HOLAP is combination or road middle between the two, where HOLAP will store pre-computed aggregate data on the media storage HOLAP alone. Yes, in this session 9, I learned about OLAP and their types, MOLAP, ROLAP, and HOLAP. So let's go to session 10. In session 10, I learned about distributed data warehouse concepts. Data warehouse is needed for management decision makers of an organization or like company. There is full text which can deal with existing data warehouse according to William, that is, making reports, OLAP, data mining, and process information executive. So, in making report creation is one of the use of data warehouse. Most commonly done by using a simple query. A report is obtained per day, per month, per year, or time anytime. And OLAP is with data warehouse, all information, both detail and errors, can be accessed easily. Summary which needed in process analysis easily obtained. And data mining. Data mining is a process of extracting knowledge and information new from data which amount of loads on data warehouse. Data mining is a technology that is accepted to bridge communication between data and the users. And process information executive. Data warehouse can create a summary of important information with the purpose of making business decisions without having to explore the entire data. By using data warehouse, all reports have been summarized and can be then also known all the details in the way complete. Type of data warehouse. Following this, there are three types based system data warehouse. One is the functional, and number 2 is data warehouse centralized, and number 3 is data distributed. Data warehouse. Data warehouse can made more than one and grouped based on function which there is in the company, like functional, financial, marketing, personnel, etc. The expanding of data warehouse from like this is a system easy to build with the cost relatively cheap. And data warehouse centralized. This functions like data from data warehouse functional. However, moreover, formally source data collected in one place centralized. Then data separate in its function each in accordance company needs. This centralized data warehouse is usually used by a company who doesn't have not yet network external. And data warehouse distributed. In this distributed data warehouse, a gateway is used which functions as bridge connecting the data warehouse with the workstation, which uses a variety of systems. With a distributed system that allows company to access data sources that are located outside location company external. And distributed data warehouse found from a number of data marts which integrate each of these data marts has a separate ETL schemes, which can be certain data mart which is different from another data mart. In this session then, I learned about that data warehouse distributed. In session 11, Section 11 is telling about introduction to data mining, and data mining is something which used for find knowledge which hidden in database. Data mining is automatic analysis from large amount of data or complex with the aim of finding patterns or things that important which usually not realized in existence. The mining is the data, just base data relationals, data warehouse, and database traditional. And data mining, a number of factors which pose existent data mining between others, and data mining work, data solutions, pre-processing and cleaning and transformations, and data mining's interpretation and evaluations. This is data mining homework, and approach data mining is for find the relationship that are relevant on data and data mining. The data can be classification and clustering and associations and sequence. And this is the intro of data mining. What is data mining and how data minings work? And section 12, distributed model of association rules I learned in section 12. Text and data mining will generate into two categories, descriptive and predictive. Descriptive in data mining is the process of finding important characteristics of data in the database, and the purpose of the text distributed is for lower pattern correlation and that summarize the underlying relationship in the data. Predictive is its process for finding patterns from data by using a number of various others in terms of forms. The objective of predictive is to predict the value of a particular attribute based on the values of other attributes. For example, retail companies can use data mining for predict sales from their products intent front with use data which has been obtained from a number of studies. Model of data mining. The aim of this model is to group similar data so that data which is at a cluster which the same have lost similarity compared to with data which there is a cluster with difference. So this is the model of data mining, and I want to present the predictive analysis classification for section 13. Classifications. Another important application of data mining is ability to perform the classification process on a large amount of data. This is often called many classification rules. And regression. Function from regressions almost the same with classification. Function from regression is aimed at searching prediction from something pattern which there exists. And deviation detection. Function of deviation analysis is to look for real events that vary different from normal conditions. This aims to identify the habits of entry and establish a number of norms that patterns discovery. And also in section 14 we learned about data mining. As branch new science in the field of computer has quite a lot of application that can happen by data mining. Moreover, it is supported by wide and diversity of various field knowledge. make implement data mining beacon and avoid. Analysis market and management. Data mining use analysis market and management, shooting target market and see pattern by users from time to time, and also cross-market analysis. We can use data mining to see the relationship between seized products with other products. And also, we can use data mining for profile customer. Data mining can help you to seize profile customer so that we can identify the customer group settings like my product widgets. And also identification need customer and evaluate reality customer and information summaries. Analysis company and management risk. Data mining can help you to do cache analysis and predictions with the information consists as well as pattern spending. In this sessions, I'm learned about data mining and implementation data mining. In session 15, I learned about creating data warehouse model and how to design a data warehouse, and it is important to estimate agencies and to set up the goals and to questions, and we find the possible solutions that's based on the facts and the dimensions. So to design a data warehouse, we estimate. So this is my presentations for I'm learning about data warehouse from session 9 to session 15. Thank you so much for watching.